I received a request for a 4th of July decor video, so I thought I'd go ahead and shoot that for you today. Starting at my front door, as you can see, my W from Craft Night is hanging on my front door. My front door is red, so it goes perfectly. Then right here to the side of our door is a chalkboard. I actually bought this big wooden heart for $3.99 at the Salvation Army, and it had like this ugly wreath attached to it. It was originally this burgundy color. I don't know if you can tell. And all I did was I took the wreath off. I glued the center because it was held together with some wire. You can still see the holes. And I just glued it together with some E6000 to make it a solid piece. And then I hung it on a nail that was already existing in our stucco, which just makes my husband so happy. And I made it into a chalkboard so I can change the saying for the holidays. So this is just right outside of my front door. The only other place that I have 4th of July decorations are in my dining room on my shelves that I change with the seasons. I changed it up a little bit this year, not a whole bunch. It's a little hard to film this because the chandelier is in the way. Here is my galvanized container that I just keep changing the bows and whatnot for the different holidays. It's been up there for Easter, it's been up there for Christmas. This time the muslin bow, I just stuck some American flags in there. And it's nice and high, so it looks good on the shelf. Then I have my little firecracker bundle. This was a craft night craft last year. And it's just 2x2s that my husband cut for us. We sanded them down, made them different lengths, and the wicks are actually springs from a mattress, which my husband was so thrilled to cut those all out for me. I have a huge box of them. Then the heart is just scrapbook paper and a book page that I just cut with my star hole punch. Then here are the jars that you saw in a garage sale haul, or I think a Goodwill haul. They have the little stars on them. I just tied some twine around the top and put some candles that we have left over from the wedding. Lots of stuff left over from the wedding. Then I have an American flag that I painted with a piece of scrap, I want to say 1/4-inch plywood, and I used those little gold stars that you give your kids for being good. I painted the whole thing the white color, put the stars on, then painted the blue and just pulled the stars right off. I sanded it down and then put a coat of stain on it to make it look antique-y. I actually found this heart. I want to say it was probably a thrift store find. I have had it for quite a while. I just kind of put it in my holiday stash until I'm ready to use it. I have this cute little bucket lantern. I did get this at a garage sale with Maureen. Another jar, and then I have a little tiny galvanized lunchbox, and that's the top shelf of my decorations. Then we come down. Now normally I have a bunting here that last year I made with paint chips, but I wasn't crazy about it. I want to make a fabric bunting, but I haven't got around to it. Second shelf are these cute little star trays. I want to say these were probably from Joann's at one point, but I got them at a garage sale. I think they were green in the center. They may have been from their Christmas, but I just painted them white, and they just have like little galvanized metal trim. You could use those as trays if you wanted, but they stand up so nice on my shelf. Then I have this little birdhouse that I painted. No big deal, just cute. You'll see I have some matching ones on the other end. And I believe that this garland right here was actually the wreath that was attached to that heart out front. They had just wrapped it around and stapled it, and I just pulled it off. And I've used this as a wreath, I've used it for decorations, but it just sits so nice right here on my shelf. This takes us to this eagle. I believe this is like a house decoration, and I bought this at a thrift store. I want to say it was $4. I was going to sell it on Etsy in a vintage shop, but I just like it so much for the 4th, I decided to keep it. I think my son thinks he's stealing that when he moves out. Over here are the 2 other birdhouses that I painted. I think the one with the heart I got at Goodwill for like 40 cents, and the other ones were $1 at Joann's. Then I found this cute little wall hanging basket. It's flat on the back. This was I'm sure a Goodwill find, and then just some more of my white hydrangeas that are kind of the flower I like to decorate with. I just stuffed them in there and put it on the shelf. Then on top of our buffet, that box in the back with the American flag is one of those like picture saving boxes. I had bought this for my son for his room, 59 cents. It was empty, so I went and borrowed it from him. Then I have a willow star, I want to say, or grapevine star, and then just a little metal star. I think I did purchase these to decorate the mantle at Maureen's wedding because she had a rustic wedding, so all of these decorations have come in handy, and I think I've lent those out to a couple people. And here's another American flag. This is smaller than the one up top, but made in the exact same way. I just put the Pledge of Allegiance on there with black Sharpie marker, sanded it down and stained it to give it that antique look. I love these flags. I just really enjoy them. I think they're so cool. Then here's my God Bless America heart that you just saw in a Goodwill haul. You can see that I changed out the buttons. I added a raffia tie and took that nasty blue bow off. And then here's another craft night heart. We made these for Christmas decorations, I want to say 2 years ago, and this one was kind of left over. So that is all of my decorations in my dining room. I'm going to try and get around the dining room table and show you an overlook again. And you can see there's my ceiling, so it's not too far. So these are my shelves. Again, I'm trying not to film the chandelier. And those are the shelves. And then on my dining room table, I just have my burlap runner that I made, a pedestal bowl from IKEA. And the things that the candles are in are actually the center of the big wire spools. You know, the big wooden ones that people use as tables or whatever. Ours rotted and we put it in the fire. And I found these little centerpieces when I cleaned the fire pit out, and I just liked them so much I decided to pop my candles in them. So this is my 4th of July decor video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good ideas. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!